Accused masked shooter Fred Hopkins responding to another lawsuit filed against him. Police say Hopkins shot 7 officers at his home after they attempted to serve a search warrant. That was back in October of 2018. 2 of those officers died. Hopkins responded to that suit filed against him in September by Florence County Deputy Aria Davis. She was hurt in the shooting. Hopkins calls the suit frivolous. He says Davis's lawyers are trying to obtain the, quote, proverbial pot of gold. He also denies every allegation against him in the suit.
This is a copy of Fred Hopkins' handwritten 10-page response to a lawsuit filed earlier this month by the family of Florence County Investigator Farrah Turner. The lawsuit says Hopkins owned multiple firearms and intentionally shot Turner. It also names Hopkins' then wife and his son, Seth Hopkins. The disbarred lawyer calls the lawsuit outrageous. Hopkins says on October 3rd, 2018, the Florence County Sheriff's Office used its personnel in an unconstitutional manner, which attacked, threatened, and placed him in, quote, utter fear of losing his life, the lives of his beloved children, and the unlawful taking of his house. Hopkins writes that he was forced by circumstances beyond his control to stand his ground to defend the onrushing horde of heavily armed paramilitary domestic terrorists. A federal lawsuit filed by Investigator Turner's estate Thursday names the VA hospital in Columbia, where the suit says Hopkins got treatment. It says Hopkins had a documented history of mental illness, including post-traumatic stress disorder, which was well known by medical staff at the VA in Columbia. It says the staff breached their duty by failing to contact law enforcement after a direct threat was made by Hopkins.
Fred Hopkins Jr. wants his old lawyer back on the case and a part of his defense team. Now, the state is seeking the death penalty against him in the shooting of 7 police officers during an ambush outside his home. That was back in October of 2018. 2 of the officers died, and Hopkins' lawyers filed a motion last week asking the judge to consider allowing his former lawyer back on the case. Now, she had worked on the case for free since April of 2019, but asked to be relieved last June. She told the judge she'd spent countless hours on that case and wasn't getting paid, and that just wasn't practical. Solicitor Ed Clements says he's concerned that taxpayers could be paying for a 3rd attorney, in addition to the 2 already appointed to represent Hopkins.
They want to have the citizens here be responsible for paying for 3 lawyers. I do have a problem with that. And you got 2 good lawyers that have been appointed by Your Honor pursuant to the statute. Where do we end?
The judge will make a decision at a later time.
Her estate is now suing the man accused of killing her, along with his family.
Yeah, attorneys for the family, Deputy Farrah Turner there, filed the wrongful death suit against Frederick Hopkins. Hopkins has been charged in the 2018 mass shooting where 7 officers were shot and 2 were killed, including Turner. Attorneys for Deputy Turner claim Hopkins had a history of mental illness, and his wife, who is also being sued, knowingly kept unsecured weapons in that house. The Hopkins family has not responded to this suit. Hopkins was most recently in court back in June. A trial date still has not been set.